Grand Rising survivors, it's your girl Lovely Fly Shy back with another video. Today's video is certainly exclusive. It's definitely much needed, well awaited or long awaited. I've been telling you guys that I would get this video up and at ya. However, this has been, well, I previously recorded this video last month, but I don't know, it just got stuck on my computer and it wouldn't upload. So we're gonna jump into it today. So this is going to be my gambling addiction part 4 video, and in this video we are going to discuss the fact that not only do you lose and are separated from your energy, your time, your resources, your money, but your physical health declines as well, and certain ailments may follow. And let's not get on the mental aspects of it all, but we are going to get into it. So without further ado, let me take a sip of coffee before we get into the video. You all get your beverages, coffee, water. We're gonna act like this is an AA or a GA meeting via YouTube. So no alcohol, no substances. We're gonna ride it out, y'all, soberly. All right. So in today's video, I would like to share with you all a win-loss statement that I have, and this is from last year, 2020, and this is only for a 6-month time span. So I was gambling for 6 months, and then of course, as you all know, I had went to rehab and all that jazz last year. So that was the only time that I had been away from my addictions for a long period of time. You know, so yeah. Yes. Okay. 1 second, baby. Naraya, you guys could take a bath. Sorry about that, guys. Crap, I lost my train of thought. Oh, okay. So yeah, that was the longest time that I had ever been away from it. So I want to share with you guys a statement, because hold on 1 second. Y'all, he's cheering every time I'm doing something. Here they come. Jesus. I swear I'm like a 60-year-old woman inside. Like, it's not even funny. I always bring out my inner Medea. Anyways, yes, so let's just jump into it. I want to show you guys what I lost in just 6 months last year, and then what this addiction has taken from me over the past 4.5 years, and really why I am just fucking at my wit's end. I am done with this shit, and why I hope this can inspire someone out there that is still, you know, caught up in this addiction. I hope this inspires you to just stop. Okay, so last year my coin in was, hold on, let's get this to focus. Okay, so you guys know this is me. Oh my god, is it even focusing? I don't think so. Sorry, guys. All right, hold on. Sorry, I have to show you guys this way, but that's me. The devil, Dottie's. And my coin in last year was $77,285.86. My coin out was $74,876.25. My total allegedly loss totals at a whopping $2,409.61. So basically what this is telling me is that I am only down $2,409.61 for the year of 2020. All right, let's get back in the video. Y'all seen that? You know, do you know what I can do with $77,000 right about now? This addiction has stolen years of my better judgment. Of course, the money, But I want you guys to know that I think I stated this briefly or tried to expound on it, but probably got distracted by something else. But you will never, ever attain any money lost, despite what amount it is. You will never attain that money back by continuing to gamble. So if you think that you're going to go into one of these casinos and you're going to break the bank and you're going to break one of these casinos and beat the house, it's a lie, okay? It's an illusion. It's a facade. It's something that in our manic modes and episodes and a strange, actually not a strange, but strange way of thinking during this addiction and during our engagement of it, I just feel like, yeah, it's time to understand that we won't get that money back. And I know that, but I'm not saying that we won't get it back ever in life. I'm saying that if we continue to gamble, we will not get it back by gambling. We can always, this amount, I can supersede this. I could become a billionaire, you know, but it's not going to come from gambling. Are you guys getting me? I hope so, because that's one thing that kind of kept me stuck in the addiction too, because I always would tell myself, like, I'm already such and such in, I'm 200K in, probably even more that I don't know about, because I didn't start tracking my wins and my losses until 2018 when I received my first win-loss statement from the year 2017 into 18. That win-loss statement was 160K, you guys. This is when I had first started, you know, the sex work, got fired from my cocktailing job. Like I had, you know, money saved, and I blew my savings, and any money that I received from sex work basically went to gambling. Hold on, guys. Yeah, as I was saying, you know, I've given this establishment so much fucking money. And you would think, hell, being that I've touched all that money over the years, you would think I'd have something to show for it. But, you know, I'm not even going to beat myself up too bad in that aspect, because shit, I'm an addict. You know, I didn't have a good relationship with money. In fact, I burned through money like it was no tomorrow. The last big amount that I've lost in one day was over $6,000. And I had been trying to chase, losing. And it's funny that I even make this video this morning, because when I woke up just about 45 minutes ago, I seen a comment from a gentleman. I forgot his YouTube handle name, but he was saying that he had 30K in savings, and, you know, he has 20K left. And he's like, you know, something about along the lines of he's not going to chase it. And I'm like, please don't chase it. Please don't. You better just count that 10K as a loss and keep it pushing, buddy. Because you will get that 10K back plus more, but it's going to come in another way. You know, it won't come from gambling. Because I think as gamblers, we're into get rich quick schemes, I guess, in terms of gambling. And like, it's just that allure of just, you know, winning or whatever the case. I'm unraveling it and learning about it myself. But yeah, to continue, yeah, don't chase it, because basically, and I told him, I was like, I'm still chasing the first $100 I lost 4 years ago. And how much has that cost me? Nearly 300K? Yeah. It is not pretty, you guys. One of the biggest things that has truly motivated me and inspired me to really nip this shit in the bud quick, fast, and in a hurry is the fact that during my time gambling, And, you know, during my my little stunts with drugs and things, the pills, you know, my physical health started to decline. And when I say that, my physical health declining started in my mouth, right? So, you know, back in 2018, when my child's father got me hooked to the ecstasy, or introduced me to it, I wouldn't say necessarily got me hooked, because it was my choice to continue on taking them. But, you know, when he introduced them to me, it was under the guise of, oh, you know, this is something that will bring us closer, right? Well, no. It made us both people that I don't even recognize, you know. And basically there was heavy physical abuse going on. And I remember the year I basically had to get my first 2 teeth pulled out. I think it was, yeah, it was in 2018. I had to get my 2 back teeth pulled out because I had been, when you do ecstasy, I don't know if you guys know of it, but you grind your teeth a lot. Like, and he would, like, sometimes he would grab me by the face, like, and he would squeeze, like, you know, squeeze me like that. And I'd be so high on the ecstasy, like, I would just be grinding as he squeezed, and I'm grinding so hard on my back teeth, you know. And, you know, when I went to the dentist, because finally those teeth had been so brittled down, the enamel had been so broken down and cracked, I didn't have no other choice but either root canal them or pull them. Now, it's crazy because during this time when I had to go to the dentist and find this out, like, I really didn't care. I was like, oh, well, it's just my back teeth. Who gives a fuck? No one's going to see them anyways. But the dentist was like, you know, eventually your teeth are going to start shifting, and it can affect the corresponding teeth surrounding the 2 teeth that have been pulled. And, you know, I had the money. What is a root canal? $1,600 each. Yeah, it's a lot. Like, dentistry in America is just a lot. But I had the money. And instead of taking care of my dental hygiene and, you know, maintaining my confidence in the area of my smile and my teeth, I just decided to let it all go to shit. And so as time went on, I continued to abuse the ecstasy, and, you know, the physical abuse continued, and then I fell into a freaking deeper depression. You know, and it's crazy because when you're in your depression, and when it's so deep to the point where you can't even get up and do basic things like brush your teeth, it's real, you know. And here we are, just going down this road, or this journey of just understanding certain things and how certain things were caused and such. And it's crazy because a lot of my biggest rock bottoms were caused by gambling. You know? I know how it feels on those drives home, those walks home, whatever. For me, the past 2.5 years, it's been public transportation, Lyfts, Ubers, or I just walk. I haven't had a vehicle in 2.5 years because of this addiction. And it's crazy because it's not like I didn't have the money. It was this addiction. It was whatever's within me that triggers me and tempts me to the point of no control, to the point where I cannot even control myself. And you know, to kind of get back onto the teeth thing, I know there's things, the reason why I mention the teeth is because like that's the biggest, it's something that I've accepted now because I do know and believe that I will get my teeth fixed. It's only a matter of time. But I think it's just a very humbling experience because, you know, where there's addiction, there's consequence. And sometimes these are the consequences that we are left with. And, you know, it doesn't make me feel very good. But it's just something that I've accepted because those were choices that I made. So these are the consequences, you know. I'm pretty sure, though, you guys have some dream trips you want to take, some dream vacations. You know, I'm pretty sure all that money that we blew, could have gone to something good, you know, like, it's crazy. It's crazy just thinking about it. But, so last year, before I relapsed, the goal and the plan was to get, because this was when I had only had, because I had the two back molars that I had gotten pulled. Then, I'm trying to see. Sorry, you guys. I'm trying to sit here and feel in my mouth to freaking remember when I got what pulled. Oh, crap. Naraya, give her a towel, please. Okay, you guys get dressed. Okay, sorry, you guys. I just got lost my train of thought. But anyways, all I'm basically trying to say is the reason why I know like I cannot continue to gamble because I am deathly afraid of losing another tooth. Like for real. I like, you know, before I even got into gambling, like I was big on my teeth. Like I've always had one thing about me, like I don't know why, but like always feel like regardless of what people said, excuse me, what people said about me, I had a pretty smile. Like, but lately, you know, God, I can't believe I'm telling you guys all this. Lately, I haven't been feeling like that. Your girl got missing teeth, and I had the money 20 times over to get them fixed. But I chose my addiction over my mental health, over my self-confidence, over my physical health, my dental health. And I guess it had to happen this way for me to really get it. Because before, I was okay with losing thousands on end every month or in a day. I was able to numb myself from that. Hold on one second. Alrighty, you guys, I'm back. I'm not allowed to be out of my 2-year-olds, almost 3-year-olds here for more than 5 minutes. So excuse that that little breakdown she had, aka tantrum, terrible twos. Whew. But yes, I just hope that me sharing these things will inspire you all. I don't know what your losses have looked like, whether that's, you know, financially, physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically. The reason I mentioned psychologically is because, you know, since distancing myself and since coming to terms with the fact that I can no longer do this anymore. You know, I can no longer subject myself to this anymore. It is ruining me. It is destroying me. You know, and then when you realize and you break it all down and you get to the root cause of it all, I realized that, you know, most of the time I was going to the casino, it was because I was trying to run away from what was going on in my life, from what reality I was facing. You know, what bad memory came up that instead of dealing with it, I chose to go ahead and attempt to bury it by gambling, you know? And the psychological torture is on another level, but it's manageable, you know? It's crazy. I don't know if you guys ever seen this movie. I forgot what it's called, but it's with this woman, and she's like in a grocery store, and she's like around like fruit, like she's in the fruit aisle, and like she starts, in her head, she starts seeing slot machines, you know, that have the whole fruit animation and all that. Like, I don't know, I think is it called Going for Broke? It's one of those movies, but it's a good movie. I definitely encourage you guys to watch it. It is a really good movie. She had 2 kids, and similar to me, someone introduced her to it, and she got hooked, you know? It's so easy to run to the casino and, you know, drown yourself in the alcohol and all the different amenities that they provide you with to keep your ass sitting there. You know, they don't want you to get up and leave. They don't want you to use your better judgment. You know, I don't think I actually expanded on this, but I will now the thought entered my mind again. I know how it feels leaving the casino, knowing that you have just blown every fucking last dollar and cent to your name. Knowing that you have kids who depend on you, bills that need to be paid, food needed in the house, and whatever other necessities or toiletries you may need. And just like that, in less than an hour, because mostly when I lose, and it may sound crazy to you guys, but the day that I lost the 6K, it was in less than an hour. So just imagine, in a frenzy, you're just 100, you just putting these hundreds in this machine, just going crazy. Max betting all across the board, thinking, this is my chance, you know, finally I'll win, you know, because in my head, I started thinking, like, maybe I have to take more money, so I would just start taking more and more money, and then I would start losing, you know, so I know how it feels. The walks home from the casino that I would have. But initially the plan was to win, to hit at the casino and get an Uber home. But walking back late at night in not so safe areas of town, all alone, crying out to yourself, wondering why did I just give this place everything and more that I've had? Why? That's been the biggest question that I've been asking myself as I turn over this new chapter in my life, is why. And I encourage you all to ask yourselves that as well. What is it that's going on in your lives that trigger you or compel you even to engage in this lifestyle, to engage in this supposed activity or form of entertainment that's truly not even conducive to one's mental health, to one's reality, to one's life in general? There's no fun in gambling. Even the richest of the richest lose. And they'll tell you. And, you know, hold on, baby, I'm gonna be right out. Okay. But, sorry guys. please, 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 if you were out there, if you come across this video and you are still gambling, I'm telling you, even if you haven't even reached your breaking point yet, but you know that you lost money, start tracking, start writing down what you go into the casino with. That's what started helping me, and that's how I started tracking my wins, my losses, and etc. You know, I would write down how much I was going in with and what I was coming out with. I would write down what I won in the session and then what I walked out with, you know. But all in all, like, those are just little things you could do to help you. But really the most important step is just walking away once and for all and for good. Like, that's just the only cure in this, is just staying away. I'm also going to start attending some Gambling Anonymous meetings as well as Alcohol Anonymous. I was really heavy into that stuff like late last year, but then the relapse occurred, so yeah. Oh, I feel so bad, you guys. I am so sorry. I just really wanted to get this video out, so I apologize for the interruptions. You know, I do have 2 young kids, and they're very demanding. But yes, I'm just gonna make this one quick because they want to go outside and I have to be out there to watch them. So let's just make this quick. So to bring this to a close, I just really wanted to share this with you all. Of course, this isn't my total losses over the span of 4 years. However, I just wanted to share what it was that I have with you all, so you can see, you know, and even if you don't feel as though you've gambled that much, I mean, if you're not keeping track, you don't know. And, you know, if you're not requesting your win-loss statements, you really wouldn't know. That's one thing that I am kind of grateful for, being that I worked in a casino environment, and, you know, I kind of had the knowledge of, you know, keeping track of that stuff, because, you know, for taxes and things. But all in all, gambling is evil. It is a disgusting and cunning addiction to have. You lose so much more than just your time, your money, your energy. You lose your freedom at times. You know, some people, like myself, would turn to criminal activities to feed our addictions. You know, and then like myself, now you have a criminal background and legal troubles and things like that. But I just think that it is important to stop wherever you are today, wherever you are at today. I understand it's painful to know that you have lost all of this money. Trust me. I feel it. I know it so deep. But this is my life once upon a time. But I'm here to tell you all that it is possible to end this and to stop this cycle of addiction. It may seem impossible at times. It may seem like, oh, I could never stop, because that's how I felt. You know, I'll always feel like that sometimes, even today. I'm like, well, is this it? You know, but we cannot give in to those small voices within us. They're so small. It's like they're non-existent. But oftentimes we do. But just ignore it. You know, defeat those thoughts. Replace that addiction with a positive hobby. You know, work on your fitness routine, or if you have any fitness goals. One thing that's been helping for me is I truly enjoy cooking, so I want to bring on some more, like maybe some cooking videos onto this channel. I also want to take up a hobby, roller skating. I know one of my subscribers, and I believe she's a subscriber, but she commented and stated that that's what she took up as a hobby to kind of ward off from her gambling addiction, so that's a good hobby. I've always wanted to learn how to roller skate. I think it's super badass, and the girls look so cute doing it, so I'm like, yeah, I gotta learn how to roller skate. What else? Writing. Writing is so therapeutic, you guys. That's what I call free therapy, you know, writing. But of course, you know, start becoming a part of these support groups such as Gambling Anonymous and Alcohol Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, whatever. You know, I'm not gonna lie, ignorantly I used to believe like, oh, this stuff doesn't work, like, trust me, it works. If you work the program, it will work for you. That was one of the main things I would hear some of the women in rehab that were graduating and were moving on and were, you know, transitioning into their sober life. They would always, when they would speak to us and tell their stories, they would say, you know, this program works if you work it and if you make it work for you. And that's the same with healing, you know, and overcoming. You know, you have to make it work for you. And there's actually something I want to share with you all really quickly to end this. Let's see. So I came across this. This was my journal back when I was still in rehab. I was attending this Hope for Prisoners workshop. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the gentleman who runs it, but his name is John Ponder. He was the guy who was pardoned from Donald Trump last year, so he's a strong influence for me, strong motivation. But I wanted to share this little quote that I wrote. I just seen it too. Okay, I'm going to share a couple quotes with you all, and then we're going to end the video. So this one is on emotional intelligence. So, anger is a choice. You don't have to lose it. Okay? Quote 2. Every time you allow yourself to get angry, it takes 6 to 8 minutes off of your life. Your heart rate goes up and your stress will build up. Okay, I can choose not to give away my anger. It only takes 1 second to think about it. Alrighty, but crap. I really want to find this one quote because this is about change. Okay, here we go. Change is never a matter of ability. It's a matter of motivation. I'll say it again. Change is never a matter of ability. It's a matter of motivation. And with that said, understand that this change and this new life is merely in your hands. So it's in these choices that we make moving forward, especially being that we have 6 months left in this year. What are we going to do to change the next 6 months of our lives that will ultimately change our lives forever? What will we do? What will we stop doing? Ask yourself these questions. And with that said, if you stay humble, you won't fumble. All right, let me start reading all these quotes. Y'all be like, what? All right. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If this resonated, definitely give me a like. I greatly appreciate it. Also, you know, share this, comment, subscribe if you aren't already. Join the family. Welcome to the community. And you all have a very blessed and good-spirited Sunday. You know, just one day at a time. That one day that you stay your butt out the casino is that one day that you can embark on the journey that will change your life forever. All right? Peace.